2 p.m. Wednesday, August 7th, 2024. I'm out here in the garden, but I'm about to step out into the outer garden now, which is kind of a tough predicament that I'm in because I have to chop down a bunch of medicine in the next day or two. See, where we live here in West Virginia, there's a couple abandoned houses on each side of us. Well, one on one side of us and a couple on the other side of us. And I tend to the grass, but a lot of people would call it weeds. This side is the shaded side. It grows a lot slower, but I wanted to start here. Mock. Oopsies. Oh, that one's gone. Got another one. Ooh, this is a big juicy one. This is a really ripe one. Mock strawberries. And a majority of people will say it's not safe to eat. That's not true. It's not as good as a real strawberry, but they're safe. Just one myth I wanted to start out. I've made some concentrates. I made opium lettuce concentrate, and I made a bunch of mullein and dandelion root. I did put some good dandelion greens in the mix too, but it was more focused on the root for the concentrate. These are young wild lettuce plants. I need to remember that these are right here. I'll make a tea with those. Those are young. And if you receive any medicine from me, rest assured that I'm not out here goofing off. You know, I've known what these plants are for a long time, and I've never consumed them or anything. And until just recently, I can tell something's going on with the system because I started out this year with a video on my son's channel making a tea out of this, what I used to just think was a weed to weed whack, which is called purslane. This is my neighbor's spot back here. He's got some wild lettuce going. He's at work right now. He's a cool guy though. We'll get him on video one of these days chatting. I'm gonna pick his garbage cans up. Well, I actually used two of these. It got windy last night. So the point in this stream was just to chat for a moment about all these different... This is what I'm trying to get into over here. This is where I got a weed whack too. This is the other side. But I need help. Not anybody's help on here. If you want to comment, if you know something, let me know. But I need to identify this because there's so much of it that I want to... And it just shot up in the last like 2 days since we got a little bit of rain. But then I also know that over here, I know this one. Well, I don't know. I need to not use the words no. But this, I believe, is lamb's quarter. So I believe that this is an edible and medicinal plant. There's quite a few that I've recognized in over here. I've seen some lemongrass somewhere. But let's get to this point real quick about the wild lettuce extract. I will send it to people. The opium lettuce concentrate and the mullein dandelion. Mullein dandelion, that's for somebody who has a lot of mucus, chronic bronchitis, just a chronic cough. If you need your respiratory system cleared out, and I mean, there's a lot of dandelion root in the mullein concentrate, so it's very beneficial. Like if you research, look at this. These are berries. This tree. I wonder what this is. Of course, I'm not just going to eat these off of here. But this has got little berries on it. Whoa! It's got a pit on the inside of it. It looks a lot like miniature cherries that get a little darker than cherries. Bring that Widowmaker on here that's still connected. You see the bottom of that right there. Shoo, it's hard to do in reverse. That one's connected up there, but it's cut off right here, and it looks really sketchy. Now I want to identify everything here today. I want to identify the plants before I whack them down. Beware of the dog. I want to get a puppy so bad. I just can't afford it. Can't afford it. Dogs are so expensive now. Both of my sons and my daughter. Shit. Even Lawrence brought it up. I'm just waiting for the right situation to happen. I'll probably go down to the pound soon. I was just hoping to get like a little young pup, not really an older dog. I think that this could be lemongrass. It looks way different than everything else growing right here. But this is just a little stream to put it out there into the ether ways. If you're suffering from any kind of like chronic illnesses, any type of chronic pain or anything like that, let me know. Send me an email with your address. I'll send you a little glass vial, and you just take a little dab out of it, mix it into some tea or some warm water. It'll dissolve right up. Even if it's not warm water, you can actually mix it into cold water. I just did it for Lauren because she has a really bad migraine and she has to work today. So she just took a pretty good sized dose of opium lettuce concentrate. That's what's right here in this vase. These ones have already went up to seed. I'm just trying to get them to grow more at the house. I got them ones down the road a little bit ago. And then from big mullein plants, here's some big old stalks. This big old seed pod here, that thing is huge. It's a hog. So, let me know. And what I'm also going to do is that I'm not putting this on TikTok because it's just me bullshitting on a YouTube live stream, just talking and talking. I'm going to make a short TikTok video expressing that, I'm not selling nature to anyone, and I'm not turning anyone away. If I'm able to ship it to you, I will. I know it's safe. I'm very confident in my product, but I do accept donations. So if you get some medicine from me, whatever kind it is, whether it's the mullein dandelion concentrate, whether it's the wildflower concentrate, or whether it's some other things I have in development right now that I'm not going to show yet, you could send me a donation. on Cash App or PayPal, and I will accept it. But I'm not selling this medicine. But it's a 2-day process, and it starts with going and finding it and foraging it. So if anybody thinks that it's not worth, a couple bucks a donation, if you're getting this for free in the mail from me, then maybe you shouldn't have it. It's a very valuable substance. And yes, it's prevalent. Wild lettuce, opium lettuce, all the different species of it grow all over the place in America. But it's becoming a lost art. There are people who know how to deal with it, but if you take 100 people off the street or from Walmart or something and you ask them about it, I bet you'd be lucky if one to three of them knew anything about it. So if you need some medicine, some real medicine, hit me up. You don't have to give a donation to get it. You just have to give me your address and say that you need it. The donation part is just much appreciated for my time, but it's not necessary. I would distribute this to anybody who needs it, if possible, if I can. I know that there are some young ones out still. Different species seem to have more younger, but they all have the lactitarium. I know that I say these words wrong. I said mullein wrong for first year of saying it. But a lot of the wild lettuce is going to seed. It's bolting. So right now I'm trying to gather as much younger plants and as many bigger plants that still have green leaves on them as I can. I'm going to process it all. I'm going to try to get an abundance of it concentrated down, sealed up in jars and stuff. But then I have a lot of little glass vial containers already that, I would say $10 donation is more than fair for it. But like I said, if you need it and you email me, direct message me, tell me your address, it'll show up. So if you're watching this later, because I haven't had anybody on the stream this whole entire time, I appreciate you. Leave a comment. Tell me something that maybe you know about the lamb's quarter. There's chickweed in the yard I forgot to show. Me and my son made a green tea last night where we used some fresh, young, wild lettuce plants. And you use the whole plant. You use the stalk. Everywhere that lactitarium, and I know I say it wrong, where the white bleeds is where the medicine is. So I even throw a couple chopped up roots in my mix. But with that being said, just let me know. You have any kind of chronic respiratory issues, mucus problems, I've got the remedy. I do. You can have it for free, but donations would really be appreciated, but I'm not selling it, and I'm not turning anybody down as long as I can. When I don't have it, I'm keeping some aside for me and my family. So what I can get and what I can make, it's a 2-day process for each batch. So, and it starts with finding it, which is easier some days than others. But because there's a lot of sow thistle and stuff, you gotta identify it. You need to do some homework before you do this for sure. I've been learning about this for a long time. This is the first time I've really put medicine making into practice, so let me know if you need any help. I got you.